Hey there, y'all. How are you? So, we are in day 10. We have reached double digits, y'all. I hope you're still doing this with me. I'm about to post some pictures that I've gotten. Some of you all haven't sent me any pictures, but I'm hopeful that you are moving forward with me. And so you'll see some things posted. Please respond to this email if you want to tell me about your progress, how it's going. Know that I'm here with you. I'm taking the journey with you. And I will be honest with you, work days for me, 9 to 5 days for me, are harder and I get less done. I get less purging done on those days because I'm just tired. But what I just did was I took a couple of things. It was more than two things, but it wasn't any more than five. I took a couple of things out of a closet that didn't belong there. I put some gift bags in the pantry downstairs. They don't go there. So I took them out and put them downstairs in the Christmas bin where they're supposed to go. Guess what? That's purging. And that might be all I do tonight, except for posting these videos for you, right? So day 10 is just another opportunity for you to purge one thing. Now, I mentioned to you on either day 8 or day 9 that we were going to go over the third R. I know the schedule, the calendar has me going over it a little sooner than just now, but bear with me. It's been a nice busy weekend and into the week. Principle 3 of the R's of zero waste. Again, I'm going over this book, 6 Weeks to Zero Waste, and not reading it to you, just going over the principles of zero waste, just introducing them to you. And we have talked about refusing, saying no. We have talked about reducing, which is a lot of what we're doing with the purge, getting rid of things that we don't need, that we don't use, that we don't love. The way you can figure out if it's time to let it go, do you use it or do you love it? If it's not either one of those, it's probably okay to let it go. All right. Okay, so the third R is reuse. I think before I said recycle, that comes later. Reuse. So reusing is different from recycling because it encourages us to keep items in its current form and at its highest value without a need to process it to break it down or build it up again. So with recycling, we, turn in our plastics and turn in our paper so that it can be recycled and reformatted for reuse, right? Reusing things is keeping them in their current state and finding a way to reuse them again. And so, for example, instead of getting a different, like getting a paper cup every time you want to drink water, or getting a plastic cup every time you want to drink water, getting a reusable water bottle. That means that you're able to use it in its state. And so let me show you an example of that, right? So this is my water bottle, and I have drank more water than this today, but not as much as I should have. But this is filled up every day or every other day, to be very honest with you. And so I drink my water out of that for the most part. Of course, I've had water in other different ways, but this helps me. It keeps me from using a bunch of cups that have to end up being recycled because they're disposable and I'm just throwing them away. I wash this out and I use it. Reusing. You get it? Okay, so I'm going to give you another more practical example of reusing, and then we'll talk about the guide. I have two things in front of me. Okay, here we go. I love these boots. I love these boots. They're so cute. They're really cute. And they're almost thigh high. I mean, almost knee high. They're not thigh high. They're almost knee high. But what has happened to these boots is the tips of them, because of the way that they're made, the tips of them have been worn out. And check that out. So now it makes sense for me to throw these boots away because I wouldn't wear them like this, right? But because I love them Instead of me spending the money to try to find these exact boots, I am first going to go to a shoe repair store to see if they can repair these for me. I know they can repair the bottom, and I believe that they can cover the tips, even if they cover them with, see this pleather right here? Even if they cover the tips with something other than the material that's up here. I'm open to that because it's made of different materials. I am going to reuse these boots instead of throwing them away, instead of getting new ones. I'm going to do that. I have one more pair like that. So I love these boots too. And what has happened to these boots is, oh, where is it? It might not, well, this one has a little bit of the torn, but it must be the other one. Hold on. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So, see that? It's just open. So when I wear it, yeah, it's torn. But this has a sewn look to it. So I can easily get a tailor or a seamstress to sew that for me back. And I love these boots, so I want to reuse them instead of buying new ones. That's a way to reuse. You can repair something that you love, that you will use, instead of buying something brand new. Instead of throwing these away and buying new ones, there's nothing else wrong with these except for that little part. I'm going to try to reuse them. Those are examples of reusing. Now you got to go ahead and do it. You got to take it to the shoe repair. I know these are extra things, but this is the end of the year. We are purging. You've got community and support. This is the day to just take half a day, first thing in the morning on Saturday, right after work, put them in the car. What I've done, I literally had to go get these out of the car because I have my bag of stuff that's going to the cleaners. And there's an alterations person at the cleaners. So I'm going to take these there to see if they can fix them for me. The Uggy type boots. And then right down the street is a shoe repair store. So I'm going to go and take the other boots there. Okay, that was a lot, but I wanted to give you practical examples of how you can reuse. You got it? Okay, let's get to the guide. Have you gotten the guide yet? If you haven't gotten the guide, it's still worth you getting it, even though we are in day 10. Let me tell you why. Because we just talked about reusing. We still have to talk about the principle of repair, which is a little bit of what we just talked about, but I'll get in more detail later this week. We have to talk about the principle of recycling. We have to talk about the principle of rotting. That'll be interesting. And the principle of responding. So we still have 4 principles to discuss. And then we have to finish the process with each other. This week can be focused on any of the spaces that you like. Inner space, which is emotional space. Outer space, which is physical space. Time, calendar. I'm encouraging you to do any of those. And then, of course, spiritual space. So doing some soul spirit work. All of the areas in the guide help you think about what you can do as it relates to those areas. So that's why you need the guide. All right. I went over in day 8, pages 8 and 9, and I'm wondering if you have done anything related to those just yet. At the end of this week, I will be posting opportunities for you to connect with me as a woman leader for Leading with Soul. And I will start advertising sister circles for real women. We give you options of whatever level you want to connect. Maybe you don't have a level of investment, especially at the end of the year. So connect via Real Women. RealWomenRock.org gives you an opportunity to hear about virtual sister circles and in-person sister circles that are coming in 2023 where you don't have to pay a dime. If you'd like to help us build our sister circles, be a sustainer, or a starter of sister circles, then you can donate and invest. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, so you can do that, right? But you can also come and be a part of it free of charge. And then if you want to invest in yourself as a woman leader, Leading with Soul is for you. I want you to continue this work. I want you to continue working on you. I want you to continue working with me. So that information is there for you on pages 8 and 9. That's what I have for you for day 10. It's double digit day. Let's think about reusing. What in your closet can you reuse? And what are you purging today? I'm going to start posting pictures of my before and after very soon, but I need this weekend coming up to really dig in. And next week, I don't have to work a 9 to 5, so I'm going to really charge it up in the third week. But where are you? What are you doing? I want to hear how things are going for you. Talk to you soon. Happy day 10.